The thoughts, views, and opinions of In the Red podcast and its host and our guest is strictly for entertainment purposes only.
We here again. Crazy, crazy, dramatic week. Everybody's on the run. Everybody's running. Everybody's out of here. Everybody's trying to get away. They can't get away. Get these headphones. They can't get away. Everybody's on the run. Puff on the run. Oprah on the run. Who else is running? Bridges is falling. Oh, God bless that. But, we're going to get to everything. We're going to talk about everything. You know what I mean? Should be a quick show running. We got people who are not on the news running. Everybody's on the run. Anyway, remember, like, subscribe, share. Subscribe more than anything else. Either one. Right? All right, let's start the show. All right. So, I don't know who y'all want to start with first. You want to start Oprah first? You want to start with Puff first? All right, let's start with, I know who we'll start with. Hold on. So, one person who was on the run that you're not going to find on the news. This is inside information. I can't even give you names, right? But it's a true story. Recently happened. I got it from the horse's mouth, right? But to me, it's hilarious. So apparently, a patient in a nursing home got away, right? Disappeared. So if you know anything about these nursing homes, especially anywhere, it doesn't matter what state you're in, but majority of the time when, these people, they go into the nursing homes or what have you, they're there for, they try to get them to the point where maybe they can get out, but more than likely that'll be the place that they will be, right? Especially if they're in, if they have high medical needs, right? So this person in particular has been dropping little hints to, some of the employees over the past months or whatever. I'm getting out of here. It's a female patient, like I said, because of whatever reasons. I can't give names. All right. So let's call her Shyrley. Right. So Shyrley says, in a couple of months, I'm getting out of here. Right. So everybody's like, yeah, whatever, Shyrley. Yeah. So now, remember, it's a nursing home. So when they need special care, they'll go over to regular hospital. They, get transported over. So on this particular day, Shyrley gets transported over to the hospital for whatever medical issue she was having, and Shyrley disappears in the hospital. Nobody can't find Shyrley. They're like, yo, what the hell? They're searching up and down, but can't find Shyrley. So maybe I should tell you the way the story was told to me. So, right. So the person's telling me the story is like, yo, Shyrley got away. They don't know where Shyrley's at. So I was like, how the hell I was like, yo, somebody's head is going to roll, bro. Like, you can't just lose a patient like that. Like, how they lose a patient? They're like, yo, that's not it, man. That's not the only thing. That's not the only problem. I'm like, what? Yo, Shyrley's blind. Now listen, I'm not laughing. It's not funny because she's blind. It's funny because she was able to get away. They're like, where did how did this blind lady get away? See, like, it's not like it's just one person that does that transports the the resident, the person, the patient from the nursing home over to the hospital. It's not like it's just one. It's a few people, right? So it's like, and me being in the know, I've worked in hospitals, so I kind of know like how it goes down. I know what's supposed to happen, right? So I'm like, what? It was like, yeah, bro, Shirley's blind. So I said, why she get away? It was like, yo, long story short, man, but they think they know where Shirley's at. I was like, what? Yeah, they think that she's upstate New York. Now this happened in New York City, right? They're saying that Shirley is somewhere upstate New York. So I immediately, worse than I am right now, burst into tears, laughing. How the fuck did this blind lady, get from New York City to upstate New York? Like, yo, that's the crazy thing. Her family, they've been advocating for her to stay because, she needs the help. She didn't want to stay. She's always been finding a way. But they think that maybe she convinced the son to come and get her. And her and the son, the son came, snatched her up, and her and the son disappeared and went upstate. And that's how she got away. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, but that's not even it neither, bro. I was like, what? How much more is it, man? He was like, yeah. Next problem is the son's blind too. Oh, man. I said, yeah. The son's mom, like, what the fuck? How did the son pull up in like a Uber, tapping his cane on the top of the car? Ma, follow the sound, ma. Ma, follow the sound. Follow the sound. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. You hear that, ma? Follow that. She comes skipping down. Okay, let me stop. And they paid $4,000 in the Uber to get to upstate New York. Oh, my God. Oh, you can't make this shit up, man. I swear to you, man. Oh, man. I laughed so hard, bro. Like days, man. Yeah, I've been wondering. I wanted to tell that story in the last part. But, oh, man. Oh, and if y'all hear me sniffling throughout the pod, I apologize. I don't really get sick like that, but I had like some sinus issue going on for a couple of days, and like I'm at the end of it now. I hit it with all my good homemade remedies or whatever, so it should be good. But neither here nor there. But the show must go on, as they say, right? Yeah, man. So, yeah. Blind Shirley, she's out of there, man. She got up. Shout out to Blind Shirley. And again, I'm not making no fun of anybody who's blind or nothing like that, but yeah, man, Blind Shirley is she got up out of Dodge, man. Shout out to Blind Shirley. I hope she's having a ball wherever she's at, right? So, in more recent news now, so Oprah's on the run, but she's been on the run. We knew that already. Alleged, right? Got to say that, throw that in there. And let me tell y'all something. Just because you say the word allegedly, or you know what I mean, it doesn't really, get you out of a spot for saying bullshit, right? Like I said on the last pod, you got to be really mindful of what you say on these mics, right? Because they last forever. But allegedly, from what's being said by news outlets and other media sources, not just I, she's been gone on her little run, or maybe she's just getting low, right? But that's a whole nother story. Diddy, oh man, my God, Diddy. Let me not say my God, man, because I keep getting attached through the years to this dude. We had one brief moment in time where we were amongst each other, and unfortunately, it's one of those things that it kind of it's like a forever stick. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things like just kind of sticks, and the people who know or whatever. So you always get the little jokes. Oh, yo, what's happening to your man? Yo, that's not my man. That's not my boy. You know what I mean? Like, we're not partners, not friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what do you know? Listen, I don't know nothing. I'll tell you like that. My name is Ben and I ain't in it. I don't know nothing. I will say this, and I said it a couple of pods before. See, Hollywood is a tricky place. It's in the entertainment world is a tricky place, regardless. But Hollywood, especially, because it's like its own dark energies, so to speak, right? And I explained, in a part or two ago about the kings, and sometimes, somebody got to fall on the sword. Listen, everybody's like, oh, well, because of Cassie, like this came up and blah, blah, blah. Like, Cassie is the small, and this is me not saying that I know anything. I'm just saying, understanding just what we've been shown over time throughout the years from the beginning of time, right? The non-melanated people are not going to take a big L and not make sure that we get an L, right? It's just how it's always been. So there's no way that white Hollywood is going to take an L, and we're not. And black Hollywood is not going to take an L. And really and truly, there's really not a black Hollywood. But let's just say the white entertainment world and the black entertainment world, they took a big hit with Epstein, right? And like I said, I'm not big on names, but this is common knowledge. That Epstein thing really hurt the industry, right? It really hit the industry, and it caused a domino effect. There's no way at all that they were going to allow them alone to take a hit and the melanated people not take a hit as well. It just doesn't make sense. So what's going to end up happening? All right, we're going to start, toppling down some of, your idols. Start knocking them down a notch. And let's start with one of the most boisterous ones, one of the ones that y'all hold most revere, right? Some of y'all, oh, I never liked Diddy. Oh, come on. You don't have to like him, but the amount of entertainment he's given you throughout the years is undeniable. So you can say what you want. You can come up with these narratives. Oh, I never fuck with Puff. Or yeah, that's fine. You don't have to fuck with him. You don't know him. You don't know him to fuck with him, right? But all the artists, all the music that he's giving you throughout the years, yeah, you got to respect that. And it was bound to happen. The Cassie thing was just a small pebble in the river. That's all it was. No more, no less. Like I was saying, and that's nothing. When some of y'all are telling these stories, and you can't just go by clips, right? Dude, You don't have to do a deep dive, but do some research. Some. Get to the bottom of some of the things that you want to speak on, just so, you know what I mean? Like, you're not putting out like false narratives or, just false information. And like I said, just because you say allegedly does not make it, a lie. Does not save you down the line for somebody saying, yo, you know what I mean? There's a defamation of character in the lawsuit in your back pocket, right? So the thing with Cassie, I hear people say, oh, well, she took the deal in one day and blah, blah, blah. All right. You heard the information within 2 days, right? You heard what was transpiring, and then you heard they closed the deal. What? And I said this in three pods ago. I forgot the title. It had Diddy in the title, but I said it. The trial, I mean, that litigation, that was going on for, I believe, anywhere from 6-7 months. Prior to any news outlet reporting on it, prior to anybody outside of who was actually involved knowing about it, it was already going on 6-7 months, right? By the time, the news and everybody got to it, it was the end. Yeah, she settled. Y'all don't know what the numbers really were. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know it. It could. Listen, what I'm saying is, the information y'all got is the information y'all got, right? Hold on a second. Yeah, I had to clear my nose. So, tired of sniffling in your guys' nose, but in your guys' ear, sorry. But the information y'all got is the information y'all got, right? And it was given to you the exact way that they wanted to give it to you. Quick and over with. Now, yeah, y'all saw the charges and saw the allegations. It was, and what have you. And you're like, she turned around and settled. But sometimes y'all have to not just look at the surface. And people have said this. That's a saying from the beginning of time. You have to look at why that case came up when it came up, why the people in particular are saying what they're saying then and there at that time. Like, what is the reasoning? Go back, look at some, prior history and just get a kind of understanding, and then things will start to make sense. I'm not here to I'm not going to break down the whole thing, because some of it, I know they say common sense is not common, but some of it is like overly blatant in your face what's happening, right? And with that being said, at the same note, this is not me saying that what Diddy's being charged with, and the things that we're hearing and the stories that we're hearing are not true. I'm not saving him at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the timing of it, there's always a reason for the timing. None of what you're hearing or see, it's a little bit more dramatic. It's a little bit more detailed what we're hearing. But we've heard some of these individual stories over the years for years, since the early 90s. Hasn't just started. He hasn't been alone. One of my biggest problems is the people who come out now who have been on the sidelines, whether they've been deemed as, friends or whatever, and, hang out buddies, and all of a sudden now you want to tell backstories. Oh yeah, you know what I saw? Psst. Now that it kind of hit the fan, right? So now you want to be the storyteller. No, I don't want to hear from you. I personally don't want to hear from you. And if anybody with good sense shouldn't want to hear from them neither, because if you were there, you're going to say, oh, he was doing this for 10, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. Listen, if you were there 10, 20, 30 years, and now you want to say, oh, how horrible it was, and this, that, and the third, but yet you stayed quiet the whole time, if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. Simple. There's no way around it, right? So if you knew about it the whole time and you kept your mouth shut, then obviously you were complicit with all the actions that you witnessed, all the actions that you heard of, all the actions that you gossiped behind the scenes with other people who were involved. All of y'all are complicit with them, and charges, whatever charges he get, you should get some kind of charge too. Facts. He shouldn't have to, not that he shouldn't have to, but it shouldn't just be him alone. And it won't be him alone. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, well, his sons are involved. Yeah. Besides all of that, all of y'all that open your mouths now, y'all better shut the fuck up. Do yourself a favor. Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Don't come out, you know what I mean, going doing a bunch of pods and Instagram and TikTok lives and telling your stories. And I said it, like I said the last time, I heard an actor, and I wouldn't even give him, I wouldn't even mention his name. But I heard him say some like he gave like a story, and he tried to, because he's an actor and the way that he, was saying the story, it felt like it was so much extra there. It was all this dramatics. But when you really listen to what he was saying, it was one of the most vague storylines ever. It meant nothing. Nothing happened. It was like, so what did you even tell the story for? Just to talk? Right? Your time is done in Hollywood anyway. You fucked that up. Don't try to jump on the back of this sinking ship, right? To shine as it goes down. You still going down regardless, you idiot. Right? Like, I don't understand the mentality of some of these people. To me, I think some of them are like a little off. Something's wrong with them. It is what it is. And let me tell you this, man. You know what? Let me be easy. All I'm saying is, y'all have to be super mindful, right, of what y'all saying. Dude, shut up. Stop talking. Stop. You coming out, like I said, coming out with all these backstories now, and Puff this, and Diddy this, and then this, and then a lot of you. I've been listening. I've been listening, and I've been watching. I'm like, a lot of you are making shit up as you go. I hear I watched somebody's live today, and I was listening to their conversation, and I heard the person say something along the lines like they were there, right? And I'm listening, and the storyline that they're saying and the timeline is kind of around the same timeline that I had the interaction. I'm like, you weren't around. And the reason I'm saying it, because the particular story that was being told was in my direct eyesight, right? Not like I heard it third party, or, you know what I mean, came from a friend, like none of that. It was a situation from my own eyesight. I seen it myself, with my own eyes, right? And the way the person is telling the story, the way the person is telling the story, they could have only got that story third party, because the key parts that are missing, only the people who were there would understand and know. So when those key people would tell the story, they leave out those particulars that make up the behind the scenes story, that make the whole story make sense. Otherwise, it just sounds like some conspiracy shit or whatever, right? But so I'm listening, I'm like, here you go. This is what's about to happen across the board. Everybody's now going to come out and be like, "Oh, I was there." I'm like, "All right, y'all get caught up with that bullshit if y'all want to, and start talking." If y'all ain't pay attention, Homeland Security is involved with this, right? And I don't know if y'all understand how serious Homeland Security is, right? The Prince of England is involved in this paperwork, right? Nobody cares about your little storylines, but what you will do is talk enough shit. It will get some gravity, and you're gonna put yourself in a world of trouble. And you're gonna think, oh, you're getting a little 15 minutes to shine. That 15 minutes will land you 20 years. You keep talking bullshit that you don't know nothing about. Shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth. Stop talking. Nobody cares. Let them do what they doing. Mind your business. Stay out of people's business, right? It's like the R. Kelly thing all over again. You know what I mean? Like, well, he's been doing that. About to say about it didn't stop nothing. It didn't stop. And let's address this too with the R. Kelly. So now with all these charges, are y'all gonna say now that y'all not messing with any music that Diddy's involved with? Because I'm gonna tell you now, if you say that cancel Biggie, right? That's off top. Cancel Biggie, cancel Kim, the list, Faith, 112, Carl Thomas, The Locks, Mace, who else? G-Dep, Black Rob, who else? Mark Curry. How far are y'all willing to go with this now, right? And it's always our people that's the crazy thing to me. That's the part that always bugged me out, because, and again, I'm not making no excuses for nobody, but my thing is, when it's our people, everybody's quick to like, oh, I ain't messing with the music. I'm not messing with any of the artistry, blah, 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 blah. If you feel that way, if you feel that strongly about it, if that's your stance, right? Like, what's the new line? If you standing on businesses, that's what you about, then you can't watch TV. You can't watch Netflix. You can't watch any of these shows that you want to watch. You can't listen to half the music that you listen to, right? Because the whole industry is full of a bunch of R. Kellys and a bunch of Puffs and stories worse than that. All right, so if you're going to stand on it across the board. Don't just wait till it's somebody that looks like you and be like, oh, I ain't fucking with him because no. Do it to the ones that are not as, melanated as you. Do it to stand on business with some of the non-melanated people. See how far they'll get you. Do it across the board. Don't just say, oh, I'm not rocking with R. Kelly music because, supporting R. Kelly music is like supporting him, which allows him to continue. You going along down this long stretch of bullshit. But I don't give a fuck about that, right? Some of your favorite shows that you love to watch are backed by people who make R. Kelly look like a baby. Huh? R. Kelly's story looked like a pebble in a pond, right? Real savages, right? If you think I'm exaggerating, Google it. Google it. Put in actors or producers charged with blah 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 blah. Because you know I'm on this platform and can't say certain words. But put it in and see what happens. And then all those names that pop up, go in their IMD, right? See everything they're connected to, and then cancel all those things. Let's see what it looks like for you then. Right. Well, I don't need TV. Sure. A lot of money will go back in your pocket, but you won't be able to watch nothing if you standing on business the way you're talking. If you're gonna stand on business the same way, because to me, like I said, and I've said this before, I don't agree with anything that R. Kelly has done outside of music. Right? That's plain. Any foul things that he's not only been charged with or you know, things he's been charged with or not charged with that is outside of music, entertainment, I don't have nothing to do with that. When it comes to the entertainment, was I entertained? Yes. Right? When Shaq was playing ball, right? I don't care what he does off the court. Has nothing to do with me as a Shaq fan. As a Kobe fan, has nothing to do with me as a Kobe, what he does off the court as a fan. Right? Don't care. When he's on the court, that's when my interest lies, where my interest lies. Was I entertained? Yes, I was entertained. Thank you for my courtside seat. Great, great job. Yeah, love it. Goodbye. And that's it. He ain't thinking about me. I ain't thinking about him. I can give two. Do I think if they out there and they do something horrible? Yes, hold them to the fire for it. Right? If then he gets hit with these charges and and you know they're found out to be absolutely true, then yes, charge him. Huh? Throw away the key. Whatever is fit for whatever crimes he is charged with, so be it. It is what it is. That's just all it is. But outside of it, you know, inside of entertainment, I'm still listening to the music. Can't do nothing about that. Can't do nothing about it. It has nothing to do with me at all. I paid to get entertained. I paid for the Biggie record. So am I supposed to throw out all my Biggie records now? My Carl Thomas albums, the Locks albums, do all of these things that he's created or brought to us for entertainment. All of those get thrown to the wayside? Even the things that he's attached to that's not specifically Bad Boy, but other musical entertainment ventures, do I not associate the entertainment the same way? Go ahead and try that. Go ahead and try it. See how it works out for you. Y'all like to be selective. And I'm when I say y'all, I'm talking about my people, melanated people. We like to be selective, and we don't like to hold everybody to the same fire. And we're like, oh, well, we got to hold ourselves to a higher level. Well, listen, when it comes to certain things, we're all human, right? And I get it. Yes, we should hold ourselves, each other, to a higher value. But when you start saying, okay, let's say this. I don't even want to say it like that because it's going to sound hard. Okay, when Kobe got that charge years ago, right? The way that y'all speak on the R. Kellys and the Diddys and whoever else in black entertainment, right? Because of Kobe's, the allegation put against Kobe, because of the allegation put against him, should his children not be able to eat after that? Because it's basically what y'all say. You know what? Because of the father's actions, none of the family should be able to eat. The kids must suffer. The mother must suffer. Whatever family he was taking care of must suffer. Everybody must suffer because of that, right? And you'll say, well, why not? They got millions. They should. Right. But if it was one of your family members that did some bullshit, and the cops said to you, hey, listen, because your family member did some bullshit, we got to take your car that you just bought out with your own bread. Then what? Oh, but because this family member bought you this car from the bullshit that they did, we got to take the car. Oh, you would have a hissy fit. You'd be calling Jesse Jackson. You'd be calling Jesse Jackson to come back you up. Jesse, help. Jesse Jackson, what's the other one? The other snitch. I don't even want to say his name. But y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. Fuck it. But, and he said he was a snitch. I didn't make it up, but he admitted that that's what he was doing. So it is what it is. Y'all choose to believe what y'all want to believe when y'all want to believe it. Y'all just sometimes. Y'all do some nasty work sometimes. I don't understand y'all. But let me tell you one thing, though. Y'all ain't waste no time on them memes, boy. Them Diddy memes. Oh, my God. They put Diddy on Lil Nas X body for one of his videos. They had Diddy and R. Kelly dancing in jail. Like, oh, my goodness. Y'all ain't wasting no time. One thing about our people, boy, y'all gonna jump on an opportunity as quick as possible. Y'all ain't gonna waste no time. Man. Oh, man. I don't know, late night again. I don't know, every time it gets late, it gets stuffy all over again, man. I was doing so good all day. What else? Oh, we want to talk about Oprah. Oh, before I forget. Now, whenever you're listening to this happened today. So, prayers go out to the families of those people who were lost during the bridge collapse in Baltimore, Maryland. What was it? Francis Lewis Bridge, I believe is the whole name. The barge slammed into the bridge. The barge seemed to have lost power a couple of times, 2-3 different times. And if you're not in understanding on what happened, those big barges and ships, they run under hydraulic pressure. And of course, that's under electric. So when the power went out, of course, there's no pumps to pump to be able to steer the boat or the ship. And by the time it went on, it went off. People said that they seen the boat flashing on and off, like you could see the power. Some say that right before the boat actually hit one of the pylons of the bridge. You seen smoke coming out of the bridge. Out of the barge, and then the power went out, and then it hit the bridge. Also, another bridge fell, which I don't understand why it's not really getting a lot of coverage. I think it was. I don't want to. I might get it wrong. Remember if it was Iowa or Ohio. I'll leave it there. Google it, research it. I don't have my laptop up to look it up, but it was either Iowa or Ohio. Thoughts and prayers to those families who lost anybody during that situation. It's horrible. Both situations, I believe it was some kind of explosion that happened there. So, yeah. Sad situation on the next end of that part in Maryland. That's closer to my side of town more than way out in Iowa or whatever. That's a little 3-hour drive, but going out there, I can only imagine what commute is going to be like, because that's a major bridge. It's going to be insanity. I don't know how they're going to, handle things. I'm sure, they have the best of the best people on it to try and figure that out. But again, thoughts and prayers out to the families in both incidents, and, wish them well. I know they still have divers in the water, still looking for people. I believe it was 8 construction workers at the time that were actively working on the bridge in Maryland. And those are who they were looking for. As for if there were any vehicles on the bridge, that was never clear to me the last I checked. They didn't say anything about vehicles actually falling into the water, because I believe it happened like 1:30 a.m. And just overall a sad situation. So thoughts and prayers out to them and their families in both incidents. No numbers were said about the explosion at the other bridge. There's not really a lot of media coverage on it, which is weird to me. I didn't really get it. I don't know if they didn't want to excite people. It could be enough. People are going in with conspiracy theories already. And, conspiracy theory is a conspiracy theory until it's found true, right? Well, we can all agree on that. But, at the same note, we know how things are. And the only thing logically, them not mentioning both, because they happened, around the same time, within the same day, is that happened, and then the Maryland thing happened, the Iowa, Ohio thing happened, and don't want people to say, oh, it's some sort of attack or whatever, and start that rumor, that theory rolling and cause mayhem. So I like, myself, I'm a fact person. I like to wait for the facts before I speak on them. And so whenever I hear something that I can follow up and see that it's fact, I'll mention it. Again, can never say it enough times. Condolences to those families, thoughts and prayers to those families of any lost ones. Right. All right. Got through that. It was something else I wanted to touch on. I was telling you, we spoke on it. Oprah, she's at Everybody's Running. Maybe that should be the title of this one. Everybody's on a run. Or everybody running. Like, there was something else I was supposed to, the bridge thing threw me off. I know there was something else I was supposed to talk to you about. I don't remember what it is. What? It was something in my old age. My mother used to say, "Well, if you don't remember, it wasn't important." I used to hate that. It used to drive me crazy when you say that. Why you keep saying that? It was important. Just I smoke a lot of weed, man. I smoke a lot, man. I don't remember shit. Well, not anymore. I don't smoke anymore. I stopped smoking a long time ago. I just always look high, but I'm not really high. But yeah, man. I mean, if it comes to me, I put it on the next pod. Maybe just keep this one a short one. You know, I don't like to hold y'all for too long anyway. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. There was something. But it's going to hold y'all for a while, man. But y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's spring. There's one type of attire that women wear that will never, ever, 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 ever get old. And that's the summer dress, bro. Those who know. It's summer dress time. Now, I know the weather's a little iffy or whatever, but I know it's in the air. I walk outside every morning. You know, I wake up. This is my routine, just in case. Let me tell you what my routine is. I know it might sound like some old man shit. I told you I'm a man of a certain age. So I get up. I do my morning stretches. Right? Then I go downstairs, go to the back, I set my coffee up, get that percolating, crack the back door with all the trees and all that other stuff, and I get in, I take some big breaths of that, fresh air. Fill the lungs up a few times of that. Got to get about 15, 20 of those. Fill up the lungs, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Feel refreshed. Sometimes I'm in my boxers. That's not even bullshit. That's real. That's a fact. Sometimes I be in my boxers. Wife beat him. Pop the door. Go outside. In the porch. Right. Still a little chilly right now, so, I can't stay out there too long. So I'll go out there, take it in. By that time, close the door, go back, get my coffee, sip my coffee, grab my little vape joint, go to the front. Coffee. All this time, I haven't touched my phone. That's another thing. I don't touch my phone until I've taken in probably like 5, 6 nice good sips of coffee. My brain is relaxed. I'm ready to take in information because here's the thing. Some of you like to grab your phone. First thing, as soon as you open your eyes, grab your phone, look at your phone. Other than looking at the time. Right. I even got away from that. I went back old school the other day and I went and got me an alarm clock. So I don't really have to look at my phone. So I just pop my head up and I look at my alarm so I don't grab my phone. Right. I don't even open my phone just in case, because, sometimes I like to start my day the way I want to. Right. Because sometimes you open your phone and, the first thing you pop open one of these apps and next thing you know, it's something crazy and, and then that's how you start your day. Oh, child missing or something. Like, oh my God, like you don't start your day like that. If you're a person that does that, trust me, try my way a little bit. Get up. If you're a phone person, give yourself a nice 30, 40 minutes of being up. Let your brain kind of collect itself, get your body ready, get your mind ready to take in your day. Then you can pop your phone on and check out socials, because now you're mentally prepared for whatever it is. You done told yourself about 20 times, hey, today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be an awesome day. Today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be an awesome day. Because that's what I do to myself. gonna be awesome day. Nobody can spoil my day with it, right? Take that in, load that up, load my system up with all that positivity I can. You know what I mean? And then, I pop in, pop my phone. But all that to say is, when I crack that door, especially this past week, I can smell it in the air. I smell it in the air. And you know what it is. It's the smell of the material of the summer dress. It has a certain smell. Not just not the texture. It comes with a certain smell. It's not like spandex. I know y'all say, oh, it's the same material as spandex. It is not. I can assure you, it is not. But you can smell like the women are starting to open the drawers and the closets up everywhere across the world, across the country, across your state, across your city. And that smell from the summer dress is building up and wafting through the air. And as it circulates through the air, it finds itself right dead smack at my steps. Lord have mercy. Tell you. So now, let me tell you something. I'm a happily married man. Let me say this to you. There's nothing wrong with looking, right? You can look all you want. I told my wife from day one, listen, I'm a man. I'll lie to you if I tell you that I'm not going to look. I'm going to look. Even if I'm with you and something's right in front of me, I'm going to look. I'm not going to gawk and stare, and I'll never turn my head, right? True story. I told her I never turn my head, especially if I'm with you, never turn my head and be that disrespectful. But if it's in front of me and it looks nice, I'm going to appreciate it. I'm a man. I can't help it. It is what it is. I'd be lying if I'm not going to want to go, bullshit, right? Lord, no. And you know what comes with summer dresses. Listen, the real ones know. Let me see if y'all get it. Starts with F, ends with A. What is it? Starts with F. What comes with summer dresses and women starts with F, ends with A? Tell me. I'll wait. That's right. You guessed it. Fupas, baby. Oh, good, sweet Lord, beautiful black baby Jesus, huh? Fupas is coming back to town. Oh, man, them little baby pouches. Listen, man. Oh, they popping out. I can't wait. You know what's another thing I like too, though? It's the summer dress. It's not just the summer dress. It's the summer dress and not them stupid ass Chinese slippers. Let me tell you something. I'm getting tired of seeing y'all chicks in the club with them stupid Chinese slippers on. If you can't find a shoe that you can wear throughout the fucking night, don't wear the goddamn shoe. Beyonce dances non-stop for fucking 2 hours in 12-inch heels. You can't party a little bit, stand on the sidelines and find a proper shoe. Tired of it. You dance with a chick, whatever. Oh, hey, you doing your thing. All of a sudden now you see the damn fucking pitter patter of the Chinese slipper in her fucking purse. What are we doing? Keep them in the car. I get it. In the car, you want to switch out the shoe. Come on, man. Don't come in the club with them, man. Don't come in the bar with them. But, I'll tell you, I got to tell y'all a little secret, man. It's between me and y'all. Don't go ahead and tell people. I be talking too much, man. Listen, I'll tell y'all a little thing. Ain't nothing better than a summer dress, and she got on them little flat leather bohemian slippers, little handcrafted African slippers, nice brown or something, and you just hear like pitter platter, and that dress just to be, and it don't be no wind outside, but it just to be a swing. Oh, man, listen, brother. Listen, brother. No wind outside. 90 degrees hot, not a breeze in sight. That dress just to be a flapping. Nigga. Listen. Anybody who say that they don't appreciate a good summer dress, something wrong with y'all. You need therapy. You need help. You need guidance. You need to get around some real people. Just to keep them, that's not alcohol. That's juice. But yeah, it's that time. But here what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna release y'all right now. I think I've held y'all long enough. Oh, and like I know I've been saying it for the longest interviews or whatever, but I got some people coming. I got some content coming for y'all. Got some people coming up. We were supposed to do it last week, but wasn't feeling too hot. I was feeling off. And to be honest, I was feeling so sick, I kind of forgot. And then by the time they reminded me, it wasn't enough time for me to be able to charge up my body. And I didn't want to be around them. I know it was sinus, but just in case it was anything else, I didn't want to be the one to get somebody else sick. So I was just like, all right, we just postpone it thing. And I know I keep saying I'm gonna release y'all, but these things keep popping in mind. This is freestyle. This is a freestyle pod. Is anybody taking back that fucking Easter is in March? Huh? Now I know I ain't bugging. Listen. Easter always been in April. I say it and I keep saying it. But man, I've been around a while, man. Easter in March. That don't make no sense to me. And then people are like, yeah, it's always been in March. No, it has not. No, it has not. Easter's always been in April. How we end up with Easter in March? I prove it. Too, because if anybody remember being in school, your spring break was in April, because it always felt like your spring break was, you had your spring break in April, then you had a month, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks of spring break, right? Like a week and a couple of days, right? And then the following month, and in June you were out of school. Right? Because it always felt like right when you came back from spring break, the weather felt like it was about to be summer. Like you were deep in spring. Now it's in March. Looked it up the other day. It was like, it goes by the moon. And what? Huh? Listen, man. I ain't got no time for listen. Y'all subscribe, man. Subscribe, get this content. The content is going to be coming more often. Was back on track. Remember, I did tell y'all, last pod, this is officially the second pod since the revised building. Right? I told you the issues that was happening in the building, and codes had to be met. Shit was a little bit out of whack, but all that stuff is settled, permits, all that other good stuff. It took a while, but back up and running. A lot of great things happened in between time. So I really can't complain. Lot of things happen, a lot of stuff. I got a lot more content coming for you guys. So listen, with all that being said, man, I appreciate y'all a million times over. But please do me a favor, tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe. You know what I mean? The likes are great, comments are great, but subscribe, like it for sure, like it. But subscribe, you know what I mean? The subscriptions really help out the channel. The likes help out the channel. It's true because it does keep the algorithm moving, and share to a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to remember to tell a friend. You know how they go. All right. But appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So with that being said, please stay blessed. All right.